hate to see a room like this. On today's show, we are going to tackle an entire room. Everything from the ceiling to the wall trimming to the floors. We're going to make over the entire room. Showed you guys before, the right thing to have for every job is the right tool. And because we're going to be doing demolition today, this is the only tool you're going to need. Don't worry about everything else. Just make sure you have a good, reliable hammer. And let's just get ready to break things. Why not? You know what? It's all going in the garbage. But most importantly, I want you guys to take a look. I'm going to show you guys the room. We're going to be remaking an entire room. This whole thing is going to go from top to bottom. First thing that we're going to start with is the ceiling. We have a light fixture that we need to put in place, and from there we're going to do other things. Well, let me show you. So, as you can see, we have a light fixture that needs to be done. We're going to be repainting the ceiling. All of these old, disgusting moldings are going to be taken out. Old trimming, floor trimming, and the floor, which is seriously outdated. If you're interested in knowing how we're going to do this and some more tips and tricks, stay tuned. We're going to be doing a whole room together, you and I hope you guys learned something from it. Just like our last project, if you remember, we have the wall here, which we're going to tackle again and do the rest of it. But I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to be coming with a lot of things, so stay tuned, guys. First thing we're going to do is demolition. Now, if you guys like demolition as much as I do, we are about to have some fun. We're going to rip down all of these moldings, but we are going to leave the top and we're going to leave the bottom moldings. No use in taking them out. They are what I want them to be, so I'm going to leave them. But we are going to take out the sides. I have a window over here as well. Taking that out. Also, taking out all the base molding. Now, the reason why I'm taking out all this molding, base molding and all, is because eventually I'm going to be doing the floors over again, and I need the base molding to be new. I don't do the quarter round around it. I like for it to be clean, so we're going to be replacing the molding entirely. Well, that's another subject. So, like I said to you guys before, all you need for a project like this is hammer. But you want to take it a little easy because you don't want to damage the walls. So let's just go ahead and can even use, now most people say don't use a chisel, which you really shouldn't. Maybe use a flat crowbar or something like that. But I can't find my flat crowbar, so I'm going to use this today. Now that I have it already kind of open, instead of damaging my crowbar anymore, instead of damaging my chisel anymore, what I'll do is now I'll use the hammer and pry it all open. Now, another thing I suggest you guys do if you're going to be doing demolition is make sure that you have yourself a good pair of gloves. At least that'll help avoid any scratches or scrapes or anything like that to your hands. All right, so now as you can see, this here is all taken off, and we're gonna have to repair this to a degree before we put on the new molding. That's just a given because the molding is not gonna be as wide as the old molding, okay? So, and remember, this molding, the old molding that we took off was in two pieces. It was maybe a 4.5 inch and then another 1.5 inches of corner round molding. So they put it together, finished it off. It looked nice for its time, not anymore. So let's just clean this up. Look at the size of these nails. Huge. But that was really solid wood, so comes with the territory. All of it's off, we're gonna clean it up, and we're gonna make it look real nice. Let's continue. When molding comes off this easy, it's either that it wasn't installed properly, or it's just old, it's been around a lot of moisture, which I don't really see behind this at all, but it's definitely not the normal. So something wasn't done properly in the installation process, but shouldn't come off this easy, but who knows? Still, better for me. All right, so far so good. So not only are we gonna do the moldings around the doors and the windows, but we're also gonna do the moldings around the floor. So just so you guys are aware, it's gonna be completely gutted. This is amazing. This wood is literally just been tacked on here. There's like the tiniest nails holding this in place. I'm amazed. There's like no nails in it. It's unreal. One nail. This is amazing. This stuff actually came off all like by itself with hardly any effort at all. If you can see, I have full length pieces of wood. So I'm going to chop them up just to make it easier to get rid of, and we'll just keep on going. Definitely a lot more involved than I thought, but that's just usually how it is. You start breaking things down and you find, you know, things that probably have been there forever. We just don't know, but we'll find it and we'll fix it. See you soon.
Nightwave.
Now, the one thing you should always do when you're taking out wood like this and a bunch of nails sticking out is just hammer these nails down. God forbid you go ahead and you put it out to the garbage, or one of your crew members steps on this thing and it's going to be a trip to the hospital. Tetanus shot, absolutely. So real quick, just put it down, bend it over, save yourself a trip to the hospital. Alright guys, so we got a little bit more to go, but as you can see, it really hasn't taken a long time to get rid of this molding. But I do want to show you guys a few things, just so you become a little more, understanding of what could be potentially going on behind your walls. So whether you have concrete walls, or they have like a concrete texture, so they're not really concrete, but they're not sheetrock. Usually behind these walls, you have what's called slats. So they're little pieces of wood that go from one side of a stud to the other, and sometimes a mesh that holds the sheetrock in place. But after removing all the border and all the molding, you'll see some of this is actually sheetrock, which is that wall there, and this wall is not. This is actually still that concrete type of wall. Good thing is we're not really doing much to this wall. We're just going to be fixing it up, little patches, and painting it. Back to the hardware store. So I have to go pick up some molding. Without that, can't do the job. And so we're gonna get to Home Depot, see what they got. Pretty much know what I need. It's gonna be some pretty large molding, but I'm gonna show you what's so different about this one. This molding is a little bit different because it's all in one piece. I guess they've decided to get smart and make something that makes sense. So we're gonna remove all the floors, take them out, get everything done. Everything is gonna be out of here. This is demo day one. All right, so demo is basically done. Just had a few more tiles to take off, but any questions, guys? You know, like I said, just leave a comment below, a thought, anything, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.